Hi everybody, welcome to Home Life 365. I need to make some biscuits today for easy breakfast this week, and I thought I'd bring you along with me. I'll bring you down to the counter so you can see. Okay, I have preheated my oven to 425 degrees, and I have 2 cups of self-rising flour. To the flour, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. I'm just going to give that a slight mix it around. I want to add to the flour, salt, and sugar 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And everybody, if you've got an Aldi's nearby, they are by far the cheapest for heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to give this a good mix. I added the sugar and the salt first to make sure that it's mixed throughout the dough. And you don't want to overmix your dough, but you want to make sure everything's incorporated, so be sure to scrape the bottom of your bowl. And you can see the consistency. It's wet, it's sticky. If it's too dry, add just a little splash more of heavy cream. And if it's too wet, go ahead and add a little bit more flour. This is just right. So I'm going to flour this silicone baking mat. I want a good bit of flour here because the dough is so sticky. And I want to turn all the dough out onto this flour. It is very sticky. You can use a spatula to get that last bit of dough out of your bowl and off your spoon. Now I'm going to sprinkle some more flour right on the top of this so that my hands don't stick when I start to knead it. Now I'm just going to start pressing this down. And I want to take my dough and fold it over. And I'm going to flip it because this side's got more flour on it than the other side. And I'm going to press it. And I'm going to flip it again. Or fold it. I'm sorry. I'm going to fold it again. And press it down. Now I have this dough almost an inch thick. I sometimes have a problem with the tops of my biscuits cracking, And I've learned that they crack less if I let this dough rest for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to cover it with a sheet pan. And I'm going to let it rest for about 15 minutes and I'll be right back with you. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes and I've just let the dough rest. So I'm going to give my pan a spray with some non-stick cooking spray. Just a little. And I'm going to flour my biscuit cutter. Remember, the inside of this dough is very sticky and it will stick to your biscuit cutter. When you cut the biscuits, be sure to push straight down. Don't twist it. And I'm just going to keep flouring the biscuit cutter in between. Oops. And when you have extra dough, you can just mush it back together. Flatten it back out and just keep going. I'm going to do one more. I'm just going to shape that one instead of cutting it. So you can see I've got a total of 9 biscuits. I'm just going to try to press that down a little bit. So I'm going to put these in the 425-degree oven and I'll be back when they get close to getting done. Close to the end, I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to butter the tops and put them back in to let them brown. I'll bring you back to show you. Okay, the biscuits have been in the oven for about 15 minutes. And you can see they're barely starting to get a little bit of brown in places. And I'm just going to take a stick of butter. If you want to, you can melt butter and brush it on, but I just do this quick and easy and the butter melts pretty much on contact. Just give a light coat right on the tops. And you can see these are the 3 biscuits that I mixed up again. And if you overmix the biscuits, they are more likely to have cracks and things in the top. So just a nice little buttering. I'm going to put these back in the oven until they're golden brown. Shouldn't take but about 5 to 10 more minutes. And I'll bring you back when I get them out. Okay, my biscuits are out of the oven. They look really good, golden brown. I want to show you on one where I folded the biscuit dough over. It made a line, and you can see this biscuit's not cut, but it made a line in it, and they're very easy to pop right apart. Just like that, to make sausage biscuits or bacon biscuits. Some of the ones that I cut at the end, they don't turn out so pretty, but they're still good to eat. They won't split in half the way that the first ones did, but they're still delicious. So I know these are not your traditional biscuits, and they're not going to be exactly the same as if you cube your butter and do the frozen butter or shredded butter or cube butter, however you've learned how to make biscuits in the past. But these are still delicious biscuits. They're great with biscuits and gravy. You can fry up bacon or sausage or ham and put it on it. It's an easy thing to heat up in the morning and take with you for breakfast. I hope you'll try these. I hope you enjoy these. If you're just learning to make biscuits, this is the easiest recipe by far that I know of. So I hope you'll try them out and let me know how they turn out. If you like this content, I'd really appreciate if you would hit the like button and the subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for other recipes that you would like for me to try and do a video on, please leave it in the comments. I hope you have a great day.